Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. When Nigerians have been complaining about the level of hardship, the level of poverty, insecurity, complaining bitterly over the economy and how Nigeria as a whole is being run, lots of persons call it propaganda. But when the minister in the dispensation, under the cabinet, in the cabinet and under this government is now speaking that saying that Nigeria is in danger, that there's trouble in the land, then honestly, water don't pass Gary, quote and unquote. Before we go to the newspaper to find out what the minister, Buhari's minister, is telling Nigerians and the world at large, that Nigeria may be living on a time scale that is scary. Like and subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the Minister of Labour and Productivity, Chris Ngige, has said the rising rate of unemployment portends danger for the country. He attributed this on Tuesday and lack of education to the problems bedeviling the country, warning that if not tackled, the country might be completely wiped out. How? We'll find out. The minister said these at the inaugural Partnership Economy Summit organized by the Ministry of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs in Abuja. The summit was tagged Translating Sustainable Development Goals to Local Businesses in Nigeria. Ngige said, and I quote, "We are in trouble. We are in trouble as a country. We are in trouble. And anybody who tells you he doesn't know we are in trouble is lying to himself. And once you lie to yourself, we are all facing a problem that is cyclic. This is serious. One begets the other. We are facing a problem that is cyclic. One begets the other. It is left for you and me, the elite, to decide to save ourselves, save our children, and save our country. It is now that you know that everybody is the elite. Who is the elite? With due respect to you, sir. When Nigerians are begging, graduates are coming up everywhere. Create an enabling environment for economy to thrive. What we get is insecurity. Now you are shouting we're in trouble. Somebody said something. I saw a quote somewhere where they said, when the poor have nothing to eat, they will start looking for the rich to eat. Make things. See, Nigerians are happy people. Let things happen. Honestly, if you want to loot all the money, they will not answer. In as much as they have their 3 square meal, they can afford to pay their rent, afford to pay their home, afford to run their businesses. Honestly, they will not mind. Those days when Fela was alive, you say Nigerians are suffering and smiling. All we just need is just an enabling environment. It's all we need. They have pushed Nigerians to the wall. And now you are saying it's cyclic. Let's continue with the news. He went further to say, if we keep on with these symptoms, buy ammunition, bomb these people, bomb kidnappers, bomb Boko Haram, you'll be wasting resources. If you had prevented it, it would cost you less. We must give education to these people at the grassroots. But right now, school fees is costly. Go down to federal universities. They've increased the school in an arbitrary manner. The lecturers are here complaining that their welfare packages are not something to write home about. The doctors have been complaining that they have not been paying them allowances, and the rest. Some of them are trying to permit me to use the word japa. They want to leave the country simply because they said they don't pay them well, their remunerations are terrible, their working conditions are nothing to write home about. One doctor to God knows how many patients, they overwork and underpaid, they're overworking and they're being underpaid. And all these things are what Nigerians are asking for. Better economy, better working environment. So people are underpaid, underemployed. Though they're employed, but they're underemployed. You should see, I have a job, but the job service, those who doesn't have a job look as if they're better. That's the kind of underemployment I'm talking about here. Let's continue with the news. He said, he said, those who can't get an education, we must provide them jobs so that they can fend for themselves. They can put a roof over their heads. Harping on the need to provide quality education to people at the grassroots, he said the inability to provide such was responsible for why the people were lured to partake in separatist agitations, terrorism, among others. He added, if you don't bring down ignorance, you are breeding people who would be brainwashed to believe with Biafra or other problems will go away. Oduduwa, all the problems will go away. Boko Haram, all the problems will go away. If we don't tackle them, we will continue like this until this country might be wiped out completely. We don't pray for that. We must give education to the people at the grassroots. President Yemi Osibanjo, who was represented by the Minister of Trade and Investment, Adeniyi Adebayo, described micro, small, and medium enterprises as the backbone of Nigeria's economy. You are right. They're actually the backbone, but it's their security to protect them when they are in their places of work, in their places of businesses. See, I knew when this whole thing started. You see politicians looting with reckless abandon. Monies that would have helped in making the economy more sustainable, making the economy more viable. Roads are bad. Do you know how many graduates come out of the universities like every other year? From the polytechnics, almost every other year? Do you know how many people who have been forced to drop out of school simply because of insecurity? If to give you an idea of the high level of unemployment rate, place an advert, even in power, 30,000, that's the money. But you see hundreds of millions of Nigerians applying. Just a handful will be taken. That 30,000 is not even the 30,000. How much is the bag of rice? By the time you buy the bag of rice, it's gone for a family man. Now enough for that we are actually now for those who even have a job, the level of inflation is making the money to chase fewer goods. At the end of the day, the money have no value. And now those who do not have a job now, how would they survive? That's the question. Okay, let us go into farming. The Fulani herdsmen will not even allow farmers to go into the farm. And at least, that basic thing, that subsistence farming, even if they can just plant water leaf, plant okra, plant vegetable or cassava, when it is ready for harvest, they can process it and go to the market and sell and make some money and probably take their children to school. They won't even allow that to happen. Insecurity will not even allow business to thrive. Look at the sit-at-home that is happening in Southeast. Every Monday, nobody goes off. That one day it looks like it's nothing. But if you count it in economic terms, those are billions going every Monday. It looks as if it's nothing. And you said they will not think of Biafra. Why won't they? You said they will not think of Oduduwa. There's this thing of, maybe Nigeria is not working for me. By the time Biafra is gotten, maybe it will work for me. Or maybe Nigeria is not working for me. By the time Oduduwa is gotten, maybe it will work for me. Because there are now implementations and reactions. And I was okay, if this is this, then maybe this will now become this. But if the environment is enabling, who will be thinking really of Oduduwa? Instead, they'll be thinking, okay, how do we, my space, how do I become who I'm meant to be? Things are going bad. How much is Naira to $1? How much is, how much, you can't even, things are so bad. To pay school fees now, if your child, in fact, education now is almost for the rich. University level, in my days, it was nice. Even then, we were still complaining. But now, it's rocket science to go to school because of the finances. Let's meet in a conversation. Things are really bad. He's saying we are in trouble. That word is an understatement, looking at where we are going to right